We're back once again. Gonna fight Lieutenant Surg. Did you ever know anyone in school who called it Lieutenant Surg instead of Lieutenant Surge? I didn't. That's because no one I knew was really into Pokemon that much. As I've said many times on this channel before, in a cruel twist of fate, I was the only nerd among 20 other kids in my class from ages 5 to 12. There was no one I could talk to about Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z or Sonic. I was into all of that stuff, but nobody else was. I didn't grow up normal. Gosh, I sure do bring that up a lot on this channel, don't I? I guess that's because there's not much else going on lately. I mean, I can't even get out of the house. Because the world is in crisis. It's like something out of a movie. Speaking of movies, you guys ever see Romeo and Juliet? I didn't. But I remember when it came out. I was in high school and they had the two different English classes, one for the smart kids and one for the slow kids, and the music was weird there for a second. That hurt my ear. Anyway, well, yeah, then the class of the slow kids, they were reading Romeo and Juliet in the class. In the other class, the smart kids had already read it like 6 months ago. But anyway, in an act of sheer coincidence, Romeo and Juliet was coming out in theaters at the same time as when the slow kids had to read it, so they were having like a party where they were all going to see the movie, and they were going to laugh at the funny gnomes and their exposed butts, and it was just going to be a good time for everybody. I wasn't quite into that movie. I was like maybe 16 at the time, so a bit out of range for Romeo and Juliet. I needed something more complex. The simplicities of just silly little gnome people running around wasn't enough for me, I tell you. Not enough for me. What movies did I see that year? That would have been late 2010, early 2011. I saw Rango when it came out. That was a really good movie, actually. Nobody else I knew thought so, but I really liked it. They kept the Western theme. Really, it was really well kept. It definitely felt like something that took place in the Old West. And some doofus at school was saying, "I saw Rango and it was stupid." And this was the same kid who had seen the parody of one of the Twilight movies called Vampires Suck, and he was saying that I liked the part where instead of turning into a werewolf, he turned into a cute little doggy. God, just what a dumpy, stupid kid. It was like the irate gamer. Is that kind of a person. You get what I'm saying? I feel like that's the type of statement that's gonna get me in trouble someday. Well, nobody's gonna see this, as I always say, so we'll be in good shape. Let's see. Looking at my list of topics here, I got Steve Harvey written down. I don't know what I was gonna do with that when I originally wrote that down. I guess I could talk about Steve Harvey. He's certainly had his share of adventures over the years. He was at that screw up at the Miss America pageant, and he's been hosting Family Feud for many years. Survey says, you ever see that video where Godfrey does the impression of Steve Harvey and let me hear that answer one more goddamn time? Am I allowed to put on that kind of voice? I feel like that could also get me in trouble. It's hard to keep track of what is and isn't okay these days. It's probably fine. Anyway, yeah, that was pretty funny. I wish I could meet Steve Harvey someday. Well, in person he probably wouldn't be as funny as he was, when he's just like a distant figure on the television who can't harm me in any way. Not that he would do that. But anyway, it'd It'd be fun if I could meet him in real life, if he could, like, come to my birthday or something. He'd stand up in his seat and say, "Survey says, happy birthday." And yeah, that would be, he would have, just by saying that, he would have done more for my birthday than my parents have done in the last 3 years. This switch puzzle, this takes a while. I'm sure there's some kind of rule as to how this works, but I don't fully know. Yeah, you can't just walk up to the doors. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, the idea is that it's supposed to be adjacent. So the two matching trash cans are supposed to be adjacent. So we got that one, and then hopefully past me you'd figured that out. Yep, and we got that one. Cool beans. So Lieutenant Surge's canonical claim to Pokemon fame was that he was in the Pokemon War or whatever. So that raises a few questions. I guess somebody with comedic talent could try and explain why they would need wars in the mystical land of Pokemon. I thought everybody just got along with everybody. Do they use the Pokemon to fight against each other in wars, or do they have regular wars with weapons and such, and humans fighting them? How does that all work? Leave an answer in the comments below. I hate people who say that. Nobody ever actually leaves the answer in the comments below. No one cares. When you drop kicked your jacket, no one glad. Wait, no, fuck, how does that song go? You know, the one, the Mr. Belvedere theme song, and there was that episode of Family Guy where Stewie was singing it really aggressively because he was trying to watch TV and they kept talking over him, and god damn, that was funny. Early Family Guy had its moments. I don't think we need Stun Spore. We got Poison Powder. I think that should be enough for our simplistic needs. Poison Powder should be ample for us, gentlemen. Gee, I'm feeling kind of funny all of a sudden. I had a pain in the side of my neck, and now the right side of my mouth feels a bit out of alignment. I hope I didn't just have a mini stroke on camera, or on audio, as I was recording the Let's Play. I mean, I feel mostly fine. It's just a little concerning. Alright, so Mr. Enter's probably not gonna survive getting slapped by this Raichu, so we're gonna put Poison Powder on him so that his HP will continue to go down throughout all the... Oh wait, maybe we will survive this actually. Yeah, that barely did anything. Yeah, I think he can hold his own. It's been about 3 weeks since this footage was recorded, so I don't... Oh wait, that one was critical, okay. Yeah, he ain't gonna survive this. I was trying to think of a song that had the word survive in it, other than I will survive. That's too cliched. I was thinking if there were any lyrics in that Futurama song where Bender went to hell, if there were any lyrics about surviving things in there, but I couldn't come up with any. You ever hear that song with Bender in hell and hit it, boys? Cigars are evil, you won't miss 'em. We'll find ways to simulate that smell. What a sorry fella rolled up and spoke like a something here on level 1 of robot hell. And the song goes on and on for several more minutes. Nothing hidden in that trash can by Lieutenant Surge. Makes you wonder why they put it there. Lieutenant Surge is like Grandpa Simpson with, I sit next to the trash can at the mall, so people have to come up to me. God, what episode was that from? That was definitely a Simpsons quote, I remember that much. Alright, so what's next? I believe we've got the rock tunnel. That's coming up eventually. I don't think we've fought this vagrant. Let's go kick the crap out of him. It's like that one funny webcomic I saw where there was a there was a kid, and there was like his older brother with a baseball bat, and he says, "You ready to watch me hit one out of the park?" And then in the next panel, he's about to swing the bat at a hobo on a bench. "Get out of our park," is what he says. And the way they drew the hobo, he kind of looked like the Ice King from Adventure Time, and I pointed that out to people in the comments, and they were just all, "Fuck you," as they often are. I probably should have healed after leaving that gym. Mr. Enter would have been a good call for taking down this Poliwag, but he's in no shape to... Oh god, he's just putting everybody to sleep. Let's just try and hold through with the Marcel. Gosh, I wish I could have given him a name of my own. What would I have named him though? Wild Woody? Ron Burgundy? Looking around the room for things that I could have named him after. Systems Analysis and Design, Edition 9. There aren't enough characters for that. Sooner or later he's gonna wake up. I'm powerless to do anything since this was pre-recorded. I feel like Simba trying to wake up his dad during The Lion King in that one scene. Why won't you get up, Mr. Mime? We've gotta do things. Gosh, the sleep condition usually doesn't... Okay, there it goes. Oh, but he wasn't gonna let that fly. For just a regular-ass trainer, you'd think this wouldn't be this challenging. Alright, let's just bring out some muscle. Just end this quickly. I'm hoping that doesn't do too much since it's a ground type. So let's see, it did 6 damage, and it's super effective, so normally, with Gladys's defense stat, that would have just done 3 damage. Yeah, that's real interesting. Did you guys ever watch China, Illinois when it was on Adult Swim? I always liked those web shorts that the guy did about China, Illinois before the official show. Feels like the web shorts were a bit less restricted. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. That should be my new thing that I say to punctuate thoughts. Like that other person who shall not be named. He's all, you got the this and the that and the... Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, that's enough of that.